Welcome back to News Geelong on this winter Friday evening as we turn to local Geelong sport with our very own sport official, Nathan Curry. Good evening, Nathan, and what can you tell us about the latest sport news?
Thank you very much, Meryl. And first of all, Geelong Racing Club held Publicans Day on Tuesday, and as usual, anything to do with racing, our man John Dunn has all the action covered.
Publicans Day here at Geelong, with all sponsored races sponsored by the leading hotels of the region. And leading trainer David Hayes and champion jockey Brad Wawilla, they were to the fore early. They took out the opening event with Pt3, who broke through for a well-deserved win, and then followed up in the race after when Salivate scored a big win.
They come down to the 200 metres. Lucidus had a kick. On the outside, Cajoles tries to reel it in. Here's Salivate starting to work home down the centre. Sylvan CT and then Queen for 9 days from the back. But it's Salivate going to Lucidus now. Queen for 9 days starts to follow home, but it's Salivate eased up. Looks good for the photo. Wins by a length.
The Nicky Burke trained galloper Not a Copy gave young jockey Talia Rodder her first win since moving over from the west to Victoria a couple of months ago. And she endured a thrilling photo finish, and she got the verdict over no pushover.
Pushover. The other grey Not a Copy comes through and is running a cheeky race. Spruce Dollar to the inside fence. Steel Road under severe pressure here, trying to fight off the challengers, and Cheering's coming at them as well out deep. Not a Copy bursts through along the inside with no pushover. Not a Copy, no pushover, and a great fight to the line. Not a Copy gets the win.
The locally trained galloper Freshwater Journey made it 2 wins from 3 starts on the Geelong synthetic track here, when he scored a good win in the Elephant and Castle handicap.
To Wakayama, who still leads. Zafran next, Twitch in time, and then came on Mysterious down the outside, but it's Freshwater Journey who takes the front and kicks away by 2 lengths, and I'm Mysterious is chasing, but it's in vain. It's Freshwater Journey, the locals home. Freshwater Journey will score by a length.
There's an old adage in racing, if you're losing coming to the last, when in doubt, back to top weight. And those that did on Friday, they got the money when the Colin Alderson trained galloper Darlube led from go to woe in the final event.
Again with 200 left to go, he leads by almost a length on Darlube Preston, and Magnetic East starts to run onto the inside, then Don't Look Ethel, next headed by Sarum. Darlube still keeps on fighting though, goes back to Mr. Seriani. Darlube back in front, Magnetic East the inside, but it's Darlube, and that has been tenacious. Darlube wins.
And that's the wrap-up Publicans Day, a great day had by all here at Geelong last Friday. Busy week coming up next week. We have transfer readies on Wednesday, Thursday, and we hold our own meeting next Friday afternoon. We hope to see you all out here.
Thanks for that, John. It's too hard to come up with 2 done jokes in 1 week. I'll make sure I've got one done by next Wednesday. Finally tonight, News Geelong caught up with Geelong Cats coach Mark Bomber Thompson before the Cats' big clash with the Pies tomorrow night. Now, Bomber, Jimmy Bartel didn't play last week, and you have played it safe with a lot of the boys this year. Will this change now it's the end of the season?
No, look, if we have some players who've got, minor injuries that, we'll pull them out again. It'll be like business as usual for us. We're pretty healthy though at the moment, so it's a bit of a benefit.
Will Bartel be back for tomorrow night? And how did the rest of the boys pull up after the Sydney match?
Very, very likely we'll get him back, and Podsy Yardley will be very likely too. So we're going to have a bit of a dilemma of who we put out. Yes, they did. Yeah, there was look. Lingy had a bit of a sore toe, and Chappie got a knock on his knee. But from all reports, at this early stage of the week, they're all in pretty good shape and should be ready to play. So yeah, it'll be hard to put 2 people out.
If you meet the Pies in September, will tomorrow night's result have any meaning?
If we do end up meeting in the grand final, based on recent events of the team who wins the premiership ends up being beaten during the season by the other team, we should probably go out and lose this game. But I'm not so sure whether we're guaranteed a spot in the grand final yet.
We all know Collingwood like to play a defensive type of game. Will you do the same?
No, I think the thing that what happens in big games, usually what happens is players put a lot of focus and concentration on both elements of the game, the attacking side and the defensive side. And sure, we go out and ask our players to attack and score as many goals and move the ball as quickly as we can, and Collingwood will do the same. But at the same time, there's enormous pressure we put on from the opposition. So you usually find they're not the event or the types of games that we all want to probably see. It's going to be just a real contest, probably low scoring, probably lots of tackles and lots of mistakes. I hope that's not the case, but they usually are.
Do you think Collingwood are above everyone else in terms of their forward pressure?
Oh, they are. We have the same focus. Every team does. But our probably pressure fluctuates a bit more than theirs. They seem to be sort of really have a set of rules and try and live every contest by those rules. We sort of have been down that path before, and we really have to sort of build up to try and get that pressure on. But no doubts that when we play games like this, that our boys will make it a big focus.
Were you happy with Trent West last week?
He played well. Yeah, he played well, and we're very, very happy with him. We're glad he got the game, and it looks like Podgy will come in, and it means we've got Podgy, Hardley, Moons, Hawkins, Ottens, West. That's a lot of big guys.
Dane Swan's been in good form lately. Will you tag him?
No, we don't really sit people on people that much. Those sorts of. That's the thing that you look at an opposition sometimes and you think, well, they've got 5 or 6 really great players, and but we haven't for 4 years really done more than one tagger. Lingy tags or plays with a person but still gets 20 possessions, and Enright sort of half does it, and sometimes Jimmy Bartel, like Jimmy did it in the grand final last year for 3 quarters. But our intent is to just go out and play on a person. So if Didac plays in the midfield, he'll get someone. If he plays down back, he might have 2 or 3 opponents for the day.
Will Cameron Ling tag him, and is Swan as good as the rest of your midfielders?
He has in the past. Last time he went to Pendlebury, and Swan got a whole lot of possession. So we've just got to decide which way we go. With that, Swan looks like doesn't matter who's playing on him at the moment. They just can't stop. Very good player. Yeah, very, very good player. I think he's one of the best in the competition.
Having said that, would you rather go head-to-head with Swan?
Yeah, that's what we did last time, and he ended up with a lot of possessions, and our guys got a fair bit too. So, look, that's what teams do against some players. Like Gary at times had hard tags and they've worked. Other times he's been tagged really heavily and still got a bucket load of the ball and played well. There's been times when teams have put like an offensive player on him and tried to get that player some possessions. It's worked sometimes and hasn't worked. So with Swanee, it was probably have to work it out tomorrow. You'll have to wait and see.
Last one from me, mate Bomber. Who has the edge playing in these big games?
I think Collingwood have an advantage there because they do get to play, like their following is such that they do get to play in 80 plus a lot of times over their careers. So, what we've got is probably a lot of experience in our team, and the more you do this sort of thing, I can remember my first 2007 grand final, I was just absolutely terrified as a coach. 2008 I was less, more prepared, and 2009 it just gets a bit easier. So the more you play in these big games and coach in these big games, the better you get at it. And I think our group are quite good at it.
Thanks for your time there, Bomber, and good luck for tomorrow night. That's it for sport tonight, and good luck to Zach Jarn, who will hopefully kick his 100th goal for the Belmont Lions thirds tomorrow morning. And I'll see you next Wednesday, but until then, it's back to you, Meryl.
Thanks, Nathan. Well, the winter chill is still in the air, and our weather queen Lani Salathiel will update us with Geelong's weather for the weekend and into next week. Good evening, Lani.
Good evening, Meryl. Hi everyone. Looking at the forecast for the weekend, we've got a sunny day for tomorrow for all of you playing sport. It's going to be a very nice day. A cold start though, just 0 degrees overnight with a maximum of 13 tomorrow. For Sunday, a cloudy day with some patchy rain in the afternoon and evening with a maximum of 14. And for the start of next week, Monday, a partly cloudy day with a few showers around in Geelong, a maximum of 13. For Tuesday, a cloudy day again with some isolated showers, a maximum of 14. And for Wednesday, you can expect a cloudy day, some patchy rain, and a maximum of 14 also. And today we had a partly cloudy day, some isolated showers around in Geelong, continuing until tonight. We had just a minimum of 5 and a maximum of 13. So until next Wednesday, it's back to you, Meryl.
Thanks, Lani. Enjoy your weekend. We'll catch up with you on Wednesday and keep those winter woolies out. Thank you for joining us on News Geelong. We look forward to your company on Wednesday night. I'm Meryl Friend, together with all the team at News Geelong. Have a good evening and a great weekend.